guys, I'm gonna take you 1 week in my life as a full-time trader living here in beautiful Koh Samui, Thailand. So I will give you a full breakdown, I'll give you full insight, what I'm doing day by day, and also how I trade, what the weekly focus will be. So join me, watch to the end to find out how I ended up making money, or did I lose money? I don't know. It's Monday, we're having beautiful weather. It's midday, I had my breakfast, had my coffee, and now we're gonna start our week. Let's go. All right, I had a coffee, went to the beach, had a little bit, morning routine, and now it is 1:30 p.m. in Thailand. So London is opening in an hour-ish, and I'm gonna prepare now my key levels and prepare everything for my coaching call. I hop on with my student on London session and get everything basically done and ready. So I'll catch you later during the London session. I will show you what's going on over there.
So here now on the charts we're seeing we entered this trade on NQ, and let's break it down actually, because we're sitting right now at the daily breaker. So we wanted to see how price action develops, and then we were very patient. 2 hours we've been sitting here, and literally the end of the London session we ended our trade after seeing the change in the state. We had in an SMT, we're now flipping that new week opening gap. Our target is basically the previous New York session low, so time-based liquidity for a nice 7.8 R. So on a 5-minute, we then waited for that tap into the FEG. We waited for that candle closure, rejecting it. We're not just rejecting the FEG, but also the midpoint of the new week opening gap, and that's where we entered here, right? We waited for the candle closure, engulfing here. That up close candle creates an OB, and now we're nicely running with almost no drawdown. Yeah, very low risk for high reward, and that's what we are gonna do in my one-to-one mentorship. Yeah, we're waiting, and then when the model is appearing, we're entering. We're really looking for the low risk and high reward. I'm gonna update you later on that trade. I will also trade New York session, but now I'm ready for some food.
All right, London session done. Little beach walk, clearing my mind a little bit. We took one trade, and now I'm just getting myself freshed up, a little bit of relaxation, a little bit get the head free for the New York session, because that will be at 9:30 p.m. here, 9:30 a.m. New York, 12-hour time difference. But look at this beautiful beach, boats, doggy. After the session, I like to come to the beach and just get my head a little bit free and enjoy the sunset.
Okay, so we're now a couple minutes away from the 9:30 market open, and price actually developing very nice from our levels again. All right, so on this trade, current update, we went for around the 2.5-ish risk to reward, and then we just retraced so far. We're still looking to get lower here. Of course, we have a tight stop loss. Doesn't matter if we get stopped out, then we take and wait just for the next trade. We plan the trade and we trade the plan. That's how we get successful in this game. So we're currently sitting at a change in state, back at the new week opening gap. I want to see if we can displace from here. If not, then the trade is not good anymore, and we have our stop loss over here. Now let's jump on the chart and let's see what the 9:30 market open will do to our trade. Alright, as you've seen in the video that we hit our stop loss. It's what it is. I was around like 3K floating profits, but it's either taking the 3K or you wait for the 8K trade, right? We hit around, I think, 1K loss, something like that. Not that bad. I analyzed 30 minutes more, but I didn't really see what I wanted to see in the market, so I called it a day, around 1.1K down for the day, and it's just Monday, so I thought, let's call it a day, come back tomorrow, let's see what tomorrow has in play.
So I will catch you later, guys. That was my Monday. We have 4 more days, so let's check them out. Let's go. We don't give up. Let's go. New day here, Tuesday. I have a little morning walk on the beach, get some sunshine on my skin, and then I start my day. You know, usually it starts a little bit slower, which works quite well because I just like to have a couple of hours for myself in the morning, get my head straight, plan the day, and then execute. Give you a little bit of a view here, what's going on around me. Yesterday was a great setup, but it didn't work out fully, so yeah, we're gonna hunt again. You know, we had a small loss, 1K, doesn't really matter to me, so I'm looking for more like a 5 to 20K week, and that's where the real money is behind, and the big risk rewards. But let's see what the market actually provides us this week. We have still 4 days, so I'm confident about that we recover this loss, and yeah, let's go, man. Look at this, bro. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Paradise. If you want to be a full-time trader, come to Thailand. Thailand is a great place. It's beautiful, healthy lifestyle, a lot of sunshine, a lot of good people. If you're watching me from the West, that's where I'm from, guys, you know. Born in Germany, and then 5 years in the UK, and now over a year here in Thailand. It is a good place, man. It is a good place. And just experience a different life somewhere else. Create yourself and, you know, create your own reality. That's the most important thing. You only have one shot in this life, so don't waste it. Alright, London session done. Nothing worth taking really. I was actually in a coffee shop because, you know, living on the island, sometimes you have power cuts, you know, and I hope later the electricity is back because I want to trade New York Open, and I'm gonna check, you know, what the market provides. But this session was really not much, very lethargic price action, not really something I want to take. So just here back on the beach, little walk, get my head free. It was a lot of walk today on the laptop, and, you know, staring at price action. So a little bit of nature here. The boat's behind me, loading up, chilling. Great weather, man. It's on season here in Thailand. It's the best. Look around, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's one really major thing about Thailand that I think I never experienced anywhere else. It's like really feeling completely free. I don't know in what country you're from, but I've been also traveling in many countries, and I never felt that much free than in Thailand. But you need direction. With the freedom itself, it's not beautiful if you don't have direction. The first 6 to 12 months, I was still finding myself, figuring out what I want to do, what I should do, you know, there's so much to do that I kind of was confused with my life, and I didn't know what to do. What is the next 5 to 10 year plan? Since I document my journey and building my own brand, I have like found my direction, helping other people, you know, along the way. It gives me that purpose to grind and walk and get up every day, because if you don't have that, freedom alone can be very hedonistic and goes into the wrong direction, which is not aligned with you. You're getting dragged into directions you don't really want to. So everybody wants to be free, I think. Everybody wants to live a life free of choice. And yeah, Thailand, and especially this place Koh Samui, gives you like the foundation. People come here to really figure out themselves, getting a new direction, and enjoying life, enjoying themselves a little bit, and actually finding themselves. Because man, in the 9 to 5 environment, in that, you know, system, you really don't know who you are, because you really mostly pretend for that little paycheck to be somebody you don't really are. It's just, you know, the system created you and molded you into that. I really hope that you're bold and taking some risks in your life, because if you're young, you should take it. You know, there's no wrongdoing. Even if you fuck up, you know, multiple times, that's no problem, because you are learning. You're learning here. We're all learning. We all go through this the first time, right? And I had multiple businesses fail until I really found something which sticks with me, which makes sense with me, you know. And then I never gave up on it, right? And then you compound that interest of knowing and knowing how to do and knowing yourself. Really never stop believing in yourself, because there's always a turn for everybody. Yeah, but don't give up. Your energy and your mindset is directly correlated where and when and what you're going to be. So always stay positive, and regardless of your situation, try different things, you know. Try different countries, try different lifestyles, you know. Like, there's no such thing just as one way and one perfect way. It always depends who you are, what you want. And I'm just testing you to be open-minded to other things, you know. There's probably another side of reality and world of what you could have. If you're not going to take the risk for having that big win in life, then, well, you can't be upset having the life you have if you're not satisfied with it, right? But there's so much out there, there's so much possibilities. Now we're living in an era where you can learn online, you have access online to so many people. There's no excuse anymore, bro. There's no excuse. You go every day 1%, bro. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So every day a little bit stacks up, compounds. So keep grinding, my friend.
All right, here we go. Boom. Executed. That is our trade. Very quickly. All right, so let's go through the trade and what I've seen in the market. Basically, I was watching both assets and I looked for, you know, strength and weaknesses, and I've seen that ES actually is a stronger asset, as we didn't take out the 8 a.m. low, which is right here at this point, and NQ did. So NQ is in that point the weaker asset as well. We did on a 1 minute, and SMT over here with NQ right now the weaker asset, and I wanted to execute therefore on ES. On an ES, I just waited for the change in the state. Also, we have here an inversion fair value gap, which is not very big, but we do have one. Change in state, we're inversing an new day opening gap, that is this box, and that got me into the 951, which is also in a macro, got me into that market buy, and we hitting that end dog above the previous daily high.
Right, done and dusted in 50 minutes. Our trade hit from entry to exit, only 50 minutes. Really nice. We made around 1700 for the day, so we recovered yesterday's loss, and we are back on track for the week. We're going to hunt tomorrow again, but I think for this day, for the night, I'm done. So I'll catch you tomorrow, guys. See ya. Back at one of my favorite spots, Health Lab. This is my friend. What's up, Ming Laba? Well, guys, this is my workstation here right now. It is 9:30 p.m. and looking to take a trade here, potentially on NQ. I'm leaning to a bearish bias, but we still need some confirmation. So I will show you the results. Take care. We are running profits 10-10. ES approaching a low and a weekly open, and also NQ making its way down. So potentially taking off below this low and taking like a 2.5k trade here. that's how we can trade, man. You make a couple of grand in like, 10, 20, 30 minutes. And if you know your setup, if you know your model, this will work most of the times. You see myself, I also get sometimes wrong. I get the bias wrong. I managed maybe the trade not correctly. I don't take profits on a trade. I don't protect myself. All of these things happen to me, right? Well, what can I say? If you master that skill, then you're truly free. You truly are in a position where you create for yourself. That's what I really want for you guys, right? Guys, you need to learn the skill because you're already invested. You're already invested money, you're invested energy, you're invested your time to learn things. But if you're not there yet correctly, I can guide you there, right? I can guide you. Really happy about the result and the execution, basically. So I catch you later. See you guys. Good morning, people, and it is a good morning. Thursday. We have 8:30 news later on, so we're gonna trade New York Open. At least gonna watch for some, opportunities. So far, 1 loss, 2 wins, and yeah, the week is so far so good, I would say. This is the benefit of having so many beaches on an island. You can just unwind your brain, your mind. You walk, you stay active, stay healthy. I remember when I was more in the UK and this time I would just be more at home and not move and don't get my body active, body flowing. So yeah, it really changed my complete mindset and my complete life, because every time I'm active, I create new ideas, I process things in my head, and I can take on the next challenge. So I always prepare myself for the next move. Everything is strategic. Every move is planned. Not every move, most of them. I will have a little walk, maybe listen to some podcast, and then having some breakfast, some coffee, and then get back to work. I catch you later, my friends.
Back in the office. Today was a very chill day, guys, so I didn't do any fancy stuff. I was just working at home. Now we are just waiting for market open, and then we're gonna trade New York Open, and let's see what the session has for us. So update for the day. I decided not to trade today. I've been looking at the market already coming into the session with a mixed bias. Didn't really see things I really wanted to see. We're just ranging here a little bit. Considering also that we have tomorrow CPI data release, not gonna force anything for today. I would just, sit on my hands for today and gonna come back tomorrow, watch what CPI is going to do, how market structure is building, and then coming in with a better bias, better clear direction. And that's the skill of keeping the money, right? If you make money, you also need to keep money. So there's 2 different skills, and identifying and making the decision not to put money on the line. If you're not convicted into your bias, into your trades, better to stay out, sit still, because that in itself is a position. So $0 made today, and I will catch you tomorrow, guys. Take care.
We're here at the Muay Thai camp. It's Friday. We're gonna start our day with hitting some pads, and get the blood flowing, get the first workout in. It's always like a tough one here. It's hot. So let's go. Bigger league. Nice. Just told me if he wins his next fight, you will see his face in one championship. Let's go. If you wonder why I only do boxing today, because 4 months ago I had an ACL knee injury, and Bas, my trainer, gets me back into martial arts because I couldn't do anything for months. Just recovering, locked knee, and now I start with normal boxing and then transition into Muay Thai. Man, it's hot, over 30 degrees here. It's hard to breathe. If you have like round back on back on back on back, you need to get used to that. Not that easy.
Round 1. Fight!
Fuck. Squeeze everything out of me. Power, power, power. Power, power.
Yeah, you go power, you have energy.
I know. Stamina.
Stamina. When you have energy now, good.
You see me good? In good form. First 2 rounds good. Third, fourth. Done. We are done. Completely crushed. 60 minutes, 33 degrees, almost no fanning. Amazing. Push yourself. High testosterone.
Okay, I'm back on the charts right now. Market is opening up in 1 minute. So my initial thought is I want to continue the higher time frame trend. So looking for a bearish setup, a short, but let's see what the market is doing today. I will record my trade if I take any and let you know. As here's the trade, literally took it before having that huge reversal here. And I had my stop already at break even. Yeah, took it for 2.5 hour and I just want to jump off the charts because it's Friday, it is late. We have, for me in Thailand, is 10:50. I think it's still gonna go lower, but it would have taken me definitely here out with that stop loss at break even. So I'm happy to took the position off here and call it a day.
Okay guys, that is the wrap for the week. If you stayed until now, thank you. Give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and comment what part, what scene, what day was the best for you. It's time to enjoy the weekend, take some time off from the work, and then come back next week. So I'll catch you next week. Until then, see ya.